What's up, guys? It's TGS Monkey back here with another video, and today this is our first sports video since we changed our style of doing just highlights to doing analysis, because that is a lot more unique, better content, and just more interesting because everyone else does highlights like ESPN, all the big companies, and no one wants to watch the same highlights, just a little shorter on my channel. So what we're doing today is, with the draft coming up on Thursday, we're doing my mock draft. So without further ado, let's get into it. With the first pick of the draft, I believe the Arizona Cardinals will select Kyler Murray, the Oklahoma quarterback, who was the Heisman winner. Despite being 5'11", people are still saying he's going to have a positive impact in the NFL, as his measurements compare to Russell Wilson, who just got the biggest quarterback contract in the NFL. Cliff Kingsbury has also been big on this guy since college, so in his style of play, similar to Chip Kelly and other read option type playbooks, I think Kyler Murray will be a great fit despite drafting Josh Rosen last year. With the second pick, I believe the San Francisco 49ers will select Nick Bosa from Ohio State. Before Kyler Murray entered the draft, Nick Bosa was the sure number 1 last year, but after Kyler Murray broke onto the scene, Nick Bosa was dropped into number 2. Despite having only played 3 games, Nick Bosa is an absolute beast, the brother of Joey Bosa, and is just a monster in college. And with the 49ers having one of the worst defenses in the league last year, a good pass rusher could help the 49ers rebuild their defense. With the number 3 pick in the 2019 draft, I believe the New York Jets will select Josh Allen, an edge rusher from the University of Kentucky. Josh Allen is an absolute beast, stuffing the run, getting to the quarterback, and even being able to play some linebacker and drop back in coverage. The Jets have done a lot of work to their offense, adding Le'Veon Bell to pair with Sam Darnold, but their defense was still really bad last year, so Josh Allen could help improve them vastly. With the 4th pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, I believe the Oakland Raiders will select Rashawn Gary, an edge rusher from the University of Michigan. After losing linebacker Khalil Mack, an edge rusher, to the Chicago Bears, they need someone to step up, and Rashawn Gary is an absolute beast who can sack the quarterback and even play some coverage at linebacker if he needs to, stop the run. All in all, just a great overall player to help out the Raiders. With the 5th pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, I believe the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will select Devin White, linebacker from the University of LSU. In a loaded defensive class, I believe picks 2, 3, 4, and 5 will all be on defense, as Devin White is an absolute beast for LSU, gets after the run, plays in coverage. He is one of the most agile and explosive playmakers in the draft, so that's why I believe Devin White could really help out a struggling Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. This is my first pick where I think this should happen but will not happen, as David Gettleman has no idea what he's doing, trading away all his best players for an underage Eli Manning for some draft round picks, which he's going to probably blow it on. However, my sliver of confidence comes to the scouts of the Giants, making David Gettleman and the other New York Giants personnel see how good Dwayne Haskins is and how bad Eli Manning has been playing. No hate on Eli, but his time's over. So I think Dwayne Haskins is an elite playmaker, fits the role of a younger Eli Manning, steps back in the pocket, can run, and him and Saquon Barkley would just have a great fit together. With the 7th pick of the NFL Draft, I believe the Jacksonville Jaguars will select Montez Sweat from the University of Mississippi State. Now, Montez Sweat is one of my favorite prospects, as he is a great edge rusher for Mississippi State. He's explosive, he's big, he's quick, he's agile, just does all the right things, attacks the quarterback, stops the run game, and he's just a great player in general for Mississippi State. Adding him to an overall great Jags defense could be great for him and the team. With the 8th pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, I believe the Detroit Lions will select T.J. Hockenson, tight end, University of Iowa. This is crazy, as T.J. Hockenson and another tight end from Iowa are all projected to get drafted in the 1st round, even though that is unheard of, especially for tight ends. But the last time the Lions picked a tight end top 10 was Eric Ebron, who after not playing well was traded, and now he's a top performer on the Indianapolis Colts. Our first offensive tackle taken at number 9, by the Buffalo Bills, and I think he is a great player in college, the best blocker in college football. And this is a smart move because Josh Allen is budding into superstar, but he cannot rely on his legs, unlike so many other young quarterbacks that ever get hurt. But protecting Josh Allen is definitely a smart move for the Buffalo Bills. With the number 10 pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, I believe the Denver Broncos will select Quinn Williams, a defensive lineman from the University of Alabama, who has one of the best stories in the draft as he just began to start this year and has absolutely tore up the scene at the University of Alabama, plugging the run, getting after the quarterback in a dominant Alabama defense. With the 11th pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, this is my favorite prospect. DK Metcalf is going to the Bengals to pair up with A.J. Green, which could be a top receiving duo for years to come. DK Metcalf, after having an absolutely freakish year in college and a freakish combine, I believe he will star in the NFL and should be drafted with the 11th pick to the Bengals. With the number 12 pick, I believe the Green Bay Packers will select Ed Oliver, a defensive lineman from the University of Houston, who was one of my favorite defensive prospects in the draft, as he was supposedly a top 10 pick last year, but after the emergence of so many other great offensive and defensive players, and he did not have an absolutely great year in college, good but not great, he slipped down to number 12, which is a steal. My last pick of my mock draft, this is one of the more interesting draft scenarios, as the Dolphins are badly in need of a quarterback, but people are wondering if they should tank for Tua or Trevor Lawrence. But I believe they should go after Drew Lock this year, great player from the University of Missouri, quarterback, and he just absolutely had a great season. I believe he'd fit really well in the Dolphins' offensive style. He's a good thrower. He can run the ball when he has to. Overall, I just believe he'd fit great with the Dolphins. Anyways, that's going to wrap up my mock draft. I'm going to be sure to compare my mock draft with what actually happens on Thursday, so be sure to be tuned for that. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Chilling in Cuba, me and a diva. She got that water, she know I need her. I'm cutting up cod or a tuna. Me, I'm a lover, but bro, you're a loser. I love a pretty Latina. I love a pretty Latina. Make a step out with a Nina. I love a pretty Latina. Chilling in Cuba, me and a